A lot of my customers are saying it sounds fantastic. It almost sounds too good to be true. The new world we're going to live in and the access to artificial intelligence. A lot of my questions, my clients are asking me, how do I start, Belinda? Do I need a data scientist? Do I need a business analyst? Do I need a business user? Do I need all these things? How do I actually get started to know if AI will be applicable for me and my business? And also, what would the values be? What would the value be in my business to use AI? What do you recommend? How do they get started?
Yeah, that's a really important question to ask. Where to get started? I think over the last few years, a lot of folks have been doing experimentation, prototyping to figure out if artificial intelligence can help them move the needle on their business. And what a lot of New Zealand businesses are looking at now is, can we frame a business case around this? Is there a real return on investment for using artificial intelligence? So there are a couple of things that we've learned. And these aren't, this isn't a framework. Okay, these are real practical things that we think are important, having worked with businesses right here in New Zealand. The first really is around defining a value for artificial intelligence. The use of artificial intelligence without a purpose and value creation will not lead to a successful project. So I think it's important to define that value, but also to be realistic about the value return of using an AI system. So to have some very real expectations for being able to fail early or succeed even earlier, to being able to pivot and look at what AI can do for you. The second thing we've learned is around establishing a great foundation. That ranges from everything from having a great technology and data foundation. So having a great corpus of information for AI systems to work on. See, an AI system can only be as good as the information and data it has access to and the people that are training it. So having an organization understand their data landscape is important. And here's a really fun line that we often say inside IBM is, you cannot have AI without IA. You cannot have artificial intelligence without information architecture. And I think that is a real practical example of what needs to be done. But also with laying the foundation, it's important to look at the people in your organization. You asked the question around, do we need data scientists or statisticians? In some cases, you do, absolutely. In other cases, where you're infusing AI using the Watson intelligence blocks, you may not need sophisticated or expensive data scientists. So laying that foundation of understanding the talent in your organization and the people that are willing to learn this new technology, they may be pivoting from previous roles, etc. And the last thing that I think is extremely important is having great diversity and inclusivity of thought. When we work on AI projects here in New Zealand, having great diversity of thought is something we bring up from get-go. And having diversity of thought isn't just something that's restrained to the doers. We really think it should be something that spans all the way up the organization, from the people that are building the AI systems and curating the AI systems, all the way up to the executive level and even the board level, to bring a diverse and comprehensive view of who the organization is so that the AI can learn from that.
Fantastic.